Hi, and welcome to JD's Longbox. I'm your host, JD. For this 60-second review, we're taking a look at Cyberforce number 1 and 2, published in 1992 by Image Comics and Malibu Comics. Cyberforce was created by Marc Silvestri. The writing was by Eric Silvestri. The pencils and inks were by Marc Silvestri, and the colors were by Joe Chiodo. Issue number 1 is one of the best introductory issues I've read. The plot isn't overly complicated. It follows a young superpowered woman known as Velocity. She's on the run from the villainous Cyber Data Task Force, and she's rescued by the heroic Cyberforce. The pages set up each character with their name and an action shot that shows off their powers. Of them, Stryker, Velocity, and Ripclaw are the notable standouts, while the others mostly take up space in the background. The noble savage Ripclaw, clearly the favorite, gets a splash page every time he shows up. While his inner monologue balances his feral nature with his deeply spiritual roots, the Silvestri brothers successfully set him apart from all the other Wolverine ripoffs. The villains are mostly forgettable in these first couple of issues, with Ballistic being the only real standout. A flashback to her childhood may set up why she feels more developed than the other characters. Marc Silvestri's art really shines here. I feel like his pencils and inks are the strongest among the early Image launches, with maybe Dale Keown's Pit being the only book to surpass him. Joe Chiodo puts color everywhere. His shading and lighting choices enhance the cyborg meet superheroes setting. Some pages have great separation, but others get too many colors, crowding the page for your attention. The writing gets an 8, the colors gets an 8.5, and I'm going to split the difference on the exceptional artwork, giving the inks a 9 and the pencils a 9.5. This adds up to an 88%. With my love of cyborgs and comic book action, I'm really surprised that I've never read Cyberforce before. I really love what I've seen so far. Unfortunately, I missed the bus in the first wave of Image Comics, and by the time I found a reliable comic shop, these books were impossible to find and I was already seeking out other characters. So I have to give a big thanks to my brother-in-law who hooked me up with these founding issues. It's been a blast rediscovering the early days of Image Comics. I hope you liked this 60-second review. Be sure to like and subscribe and then check out some of my other videos. If you liked getting a look at the earliest days of Image Comics, then check out my review of Wildcats number 1 and 2. And if you want to see some of Marc Silvestri's earlier work, check out my review of Web of Spider-Man number 17. I'm JD, and until next time, this box is closed.